What's going on, guys? This is Riggs, and I have a very important video that you need to watch. You need to watch this video from start to finish, not only to enjoy the gameplay in the background, but because of what we're talking about in this video. It's actually something, I know I've been doing a lot of crate openings on the channel as of late, but what built this channel and the main reason why you're here and what kind of, I guess, founded the channel was ranking. Making ranking videos. I know a lot of you have been requesting them, highly requesting them. So I have been doing a lot of research. I mean, tons of research, combing through YouTube, combing through the archives. I mean, we're going all the way to the dark web to find some of this information. I had to call my freaking brother who has a PhD in mechanical engineering in mathematics. And this is to determine something that all you guys have been questioning. All the growing frustrations that have been on your mind regarding ranking points. Where are the points this season? In Season 8, PUBG did release an official message or an official release, I guess, when the update 0.13.5 first dropped when Season 8 arrived, stating that the ranking system is going to be affected more heavily with kills. So that is what we're actually going to be focusing on. I'm going to do a separate video on survival rating. So if you guys are, interested to hear about how survival rating is broke down now and the percentages and all that good stuff, let me know down in the comment section if you would be interested in seeing something like that. But what we're focusing and solely focusing on in this video is kill rating. There's two things that pop up at the end of your game. There's kill rating, there's survival rating, and then there's the overall rating. And a lot of you guys will have those style games where you'll get a chicken dinner with 8 kills and have a plus 20. But then the next game, you'll have, say, a chicken dinner, but only 4 kills, but you have a plus 25. That is what we're going to be talking about in this video. We're going to be answering those questions, you guys, and we're going to do it starting right now. So, the first thing you guys want to know about kill rating is how the math works. Now, I'm not going to bore you guys with for those of you in school, for those of you in college or that go to university, I'm not going to bore you guys with, any too much math. I don't want to dive too much into the math. I want to keep it plain and simple so you understand. But whether you are in bronze, whether you are in gold, whether you're platinum, or whether you are in conquer, after breaking down the math, after calling up my brother who literally has a PhD in mechanical engineering and mathematics, dude went to college for like 10 years. At any rate, I told him, I said, we need to figure this out. We need to put our heads together, and by our heads, I mean his, and we need to figure out the math behind the kill rating. We see pluses, we see minuses. What does it all mean? So we've determined what the kill rating, what it is, and how it works. So based on your kill rating, 20%, or technically, when you actually want to break down and move decimals and carry the 2 over and all that, it's 20.4% of your kill rating is what's factored into your overall rating. That is so important. So let's say, for example, just to keep it very basic, let's say you finish a match and your kill rating, you get a plus 20. Now, this is not 20 kills. This is 20 points for your kill rating. If you get 20 points, that's going to give you 4 points that will be factored in to your overall rating. The rest of those points get factored in from survival. An even better example, let's say you get a plus 10, probably very, very common. Say your kill rating is plus 10 at the end of the match. That does not mean that all 10 of your kill rating points go to your overall rating. Only 20.4% of those kill rating points is what gets factored into the overall rating. Meaning, 10 kill rating, if you get a plus 10 for kill rating at the end of your match, 2 of those points a solid 2 of those points are going to go to your overall rating. So now the question, now that we figured out that is the actual math, and it does not matter if you're in bronze or you're in conquer, the kill rating, and that is why kills have become so ever so important for ranking up now. Now, does that mean you're gonna go out and get 10 kills every single game and get a plus 30 or plus 35 kill rating every game? No, it's gonna be very, very difficult, especially as you move up through the tiers. But what was affected a ton also was survival rating. But again, I'm going to cover that in a different video. It would get entirely too long. But that's why kill rating is so important, because it doesn't matter what level you're on. Survival rating does matter. Whether you're in platinum, gold, conquer, ace, it doesn't matter. Survival rating does play a factor depending on what tier you are in, as far as how points are distributed. Kill rating doesn't, and that is why PUBG made that statement saying how much kills were going to affect your overall rating now. But of course, they're not going to release the percentages, but this is the only channel you're going to see these percentages released on. Trust me, I did the research. Now you're wondering, Riggs, now that we know the percentage of how kill rating is affected despite the league that you're in, how do you increase your kill rating? And now, understand, this goes beyond just, going John Wick on everyone's ass in every single game and getting a plus 40 kill rating. This goes way, way, way beyond that here on the No Clickbait channel, you guys. So, now you want to know how to increase your kill rating. That is going to depend on a couple different factors. The first factor is who you are playing your matches with. That's the first factor. The second factor is playing at peak hours versus non-peak hour times. And I'll go ahead and break down all this for you. So we'll start with the first factor, which is who you play with. So, and aside from solos, because you're playing by yourself, but if you're playing in duos or if you're playing in squads, the people you are playing with are going to determine the types of players that you're going to be matching up against. This is called MMR, as you guys see it on the screen right there, which stands for matchmaking ranking, or a matchmaking ranking system, which is what PUBG Mobile is, because you have real players, dropping in, and each game is determined on the ranking of other players. Everyone is kind of in a pecking order. PUBG, they don't tell you what it is, but there's someone who's ranked number 1, who would be the most likely to win that match, ranked all the way down to number 100, which would probably, more than likely be a bot, or maybe ranks 80 through 100. Those would be like bots. Say there's 20 bots in your game. But we're, again, I want to stay on topic. So matching with people who are at the same level tier you are, or higher. So if you're in Diamond and you're matching with, and you're playing with other players in your squad or in your duo, let's say they're in Crown, or let's say they're in Ace and you're in Diamond, you will find your kill rating is going to be much, much higher in those games. Say it's the opposite. Say you're the only Crown member in your squad and you're playing with 3 bronze players, or you're playing with 3 platinum players and 1 diamond. You're going to see there's a big difference in the level of difficulty in that lobby, and that is going to drive your kill rating down. You're going to have less kill rating. You'll be more likely to get a chicken dinner, which factors into survival rating. But solely focusing on kill rating, who you play your games with makes the biggest difference. And I dare you guys, I want you to fact check everything I say in this video. Pay attention to your kill ratings from your matches from here on out. Focus on who you're matching with and factor in your kills, and you will see that everything follows a pattern. Everything follows this formula. So if you want to have a higher kill rating and you want to play against more players, versus, versus something like bots, play with people at your same level or higher than you. Because PUBG, that's how PUBG matches you. They match you with other people that are within, it's usually within a 600 point range, whether it's 600 points higher than you. We're talking about overall, points that you have in that tier. 600 points above you and 600 points below you. That's about a 1,200 point range where you could be matching with people. That's pretty significant. That's why sometimes if you're in Crown, sometimes you'll see Platinum players in your game, or you'll see Conquer players in your game, and you're like, wait, I'm only in Diamond. It's because there's a little range fluctuation there. So the other thing I wanted to touch on, now that we've covered that, the other thing I want to touch on is who you kill is what makes a huge difference. And that's why I think there's a lot of confusion where people just solely look at how many people they've killed and they say, hey, I killed more people this match, but I got less points than in the other game where I killed less people. And then everyone scratches their head and they bang their head against the wall. The phones break and it just becomes a big mess. That has to do with who you kill actually matters in this game. If you have 8 kills and say 3 or 4 of those kills were bots, remember, bots are always going to be ranked less than you. Versus if you're in a game where you didn't kill a single bot, but you have 6 legit kills of real players, that is going to drive your kill rating through the roof. Of course, total amount of kills does matter, but who you kill matters even more. I've had games where, I've killed other Conquer tier players who actually know the people that I've killed. I know what their ratings are because I know them in the game. And I'll say I have 3 kills that game, but yet my kill rating will be like 18. Be a plus 18. But then I'll have another match where I kill, say, 6 or 7 people, but my kill rating's only 12. Well, I killed a couple bots. I killed a couple people, say I'm in Crown and they're in like Platinum 4 or something. Just, again, these are just examples. So who you kill, if you kill someone that's ranked above you, that is going to give you a higher kill rating. How do you get better players in your matches? By matching with people that are at your level, or even higher. The matches will be harder, but those kills will mean more at the end of the day. One last thing I want to touch on to increase your kill rating, and it's going to come down to the time that you play this game in your server. If you're playing a match at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, your time, those are what would be considered peak play. That's peak hours, peak play time. That's when everyone's going to be playing. Pretty much any time on the weekend, and then during the week, any time between, say, 4 or 5 p.m. all the way until, say, 9 or 10 o'clock at night, you will see a level of difficulty in your matches increase. Meaning you're playing against more real players and more players that are ranked at the same level or higher than you. You kill them, your kill rating will increase. Now, say you're playing at non-peak hours, and I've done this. I've played matches at 3 o'clock in the morning, at 4 o'clock in the morning. There's a big difference, and I've seen it. And these are those matches, you guys, where you land, and before this first circle even closes in, there's only 30 players left. And I've seen it time and time again. That's because it's a non-peak time to play the game. And you'll notice that at the end of those matches, you have like no points. Yeah, you made it into the top 10. That's really great. But then you look at those points you've received that match and they're pretty much non-existent. That's because there were not as many real players in those matches. I've gotten chicken dinners in Crown playing non-peak time. I shit you not, I got like a +8 or a +9. It's ridiculous. Versus I die like ranked number 9 or just barely top 10 and I get like a +10 or +11 playing at peak time. So that makes a big difference. It's going to make a big difference in your kill rating against survival rating. We're going to talk about in a different video. This video's gone way longer than I expected it to. But hopefully you found this video helpful, because there has been so much controversy and so much confusion surrounding kill rating this season, and my frustration was growing as well, until I sat down, I broke down the numbers with a mechanical engineer, and I wanted to figure out what the percentages were. I compared them to the different tiers, found out that nothing changed as far as that 20.4% of your kill rating gets factored in to your overall rating. So hopefully you found this video helpful. I really do. I want to get back into the grind again. I know I've been doing a lot of videos on crate openings and goofy things like that, but I want to get back into the race to ace, the quest for Conquer, and especially this season. Season 8 has by far been the most difficult season I've played, and everyone else says the same thing. Join the Discord server if you have not already, and make sure you guys turn on that notification bell. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and also, hopefully you guys are getting those notifications for when I go live during the live streams. They're a ton of fun. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it helpful. Let me know what you think of the video down in the comment section below. But until the next video, you guys, this has been Riggs from Riggs Gaming.